Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gents. This is your John Lavenia Success Mastermind for a Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021. I'm your host for today. It's Glen Henderson over here. And who do I see? We've got nice hat, Richard Chrisman. Yes, man. Liking that. And Madam Chop Chop herself is here with us. Evelyn, good morning. Hey, Julia and Evelyn Smith and Therese and let's see, on and on. Caroline is here and Daisy and let's see who else. We got Sandra and Khaled and Linda Landry. It's on the way, Linda. Janet, Gail, holy smokes, the gang's all here. Robin, the money mama, Lindsay Dollar, good morning. And she who must not sleep but must eat, Ivie, nice to see you, ma'am. And Jane, hello, nice greeting. And the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. John. Lavenia, good to see you, Godzilla. What's happening? Hey, listen, let's do a little housekeeping first and foremost. This is your general session today. Coming up a little bit later on today, we've got the hospitality suite right after us, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, Books for Britain with Mandy Anderson. We're going to see our friend Adrian Garner this evening at 6 p.m. Eastern, talking about life and business tools. And you know how they used to say on the old 70s and 80s TV shows, tonight, a very special networking magic. You remember those? The big ones, you know, where the funny guy finally cries or something, you know, it's real dramatic. Yeah, tonight's going to be a really, really cool networking magic session. So don't miss it. Right into the topic today, because something has come up for me the last few days, and it may actually be a review of something that, you know, a topic that we have talked about before, but it's something that really has been, I want to use the right phrase for this. This is something that has been persisting in my mind for the past few days. And I always think that when something is hanging around in my head, it's because I'm supposed to share it with you. What do you think, Suzanne? Is that right? You know, when you've got something up there hanging around, well, here it is. And it's going to be not that long and not that complicated, actually. You know, I'm finding as time goes by that the most important and the most profound lessons in our lives, the ones that really change our path and set us on a new path and change our destiny, most of those most important lessons are really pretty simple, if you think about it. And so is this one. It's simple, and yet it may be, ooh, here comes the $5 word for today, counterintuitive to what you may have thought of as the path to success. It ain't what you think. Okay, let's call that our topic for today. How about that? The path to success. It ain't what you think. And what am I talking about? Imagine a piece of paper. If you've got a notebook, grab a pen and a piece of paper and leave it blank for the moment, because we'll get to it. Again, I'm not going to ask you to draw the Mona Lisa or anything. Just have some paper ready, and pretty simple. What if there were a way for you to have and achieve absolutely every goal you desire in life? Your business goals, your personal goals, your fitness goals, your weight loss goals, your relationship goals, you name it, your spiritual. What if there were a way to set yourself up to have every one of those goals flowing to you and running you over, not quite effortlessly, but seemingly in a way that it's so smooth and so naturally occurring, this success, that you hardly notice it because you're already on your way to the next success. What? Yes, there is a way. And let me share it with you. Everybody loves to win, right? Everybody loves to make that big sale. We saw one of our friends here in the mastermind talking about a huge win he had in his e-commerce sales for last month. Did you see that? Holy moly. Fantastic. Well done, you, buddy. Great stuff, really and truly. That's great stuff. So everybody likes to win. Everybody likes to hear yes. Everybody likes to close the sale, enroll the new partner, get it done, right? Everybody likes to win. What if the path to true success, to the huge success, hitting goals out of all proportion to anything you can possibly imagine right now? What if the key to success is in a single word, all wrapped up in a single word? You ready? Got the paper? Got a pen and paper ready? Here's the word. No. Richard's like, what? Come on, man. That's it. Actually, yeah. What in the world am I talking about? Okay, now here's where you take your paper. Right in the middle of the paper, like upper half of the paper, right in the center, draw a circle, and in that circle, write the word me. Got it? Everybody got it? Good. Now, out to the left of your circle, am I right? You're left. Watching the cameras, right? Out to the left of your circle, draw a few arrows pointing out to the left. And then at the end of those arrows, write the word failure. Now, you got it? Circle, me, left, arrow, 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 couple arrows, failure. Now, to the right of the circle, draw a few arrows, arrow, arrow, and then to the right of the arrows, success. So everybody got the picture. Me, success on one end, failure at the other. You got it? That is the picture that most people have of what it takes to succeed and achieve their goals. And we have been conditioned quite literally from school days to do everything in our power to move toward success, to move toward the achievement of our goals. And we're conditioned to do everything in our power to avoid failure, to avoid hearing the word no. The word yes is so positive, it's so empowering, winning, right? And the word no, it's kind of a downer. Nobody likes to fail, right? Nobody likes to be told no. Listen, I don't care how tough you are. Nobody likes to be told no. Or most people don't like to be told no. Do they? Don't like to hear no. Don't like to hear rejection. What if failure is in a different place on the path? Now, you got your paper? Drop down to the lower half, draw another circle. On the left side of the paper, on the far left end of your paper, draw a circle. In there, write the word me. Got it? Circle way over there on the left. Now, way over on the right-hand edge of the paper, write the word success. You know it's coming, don't you? From the me on the left, couple arrows, little circle, failure. Couple more arrows, failure. Couple more arrows, circle, failure. Failure. Couple more arrows. Now you're probably over close to the success, right? In order, and here it is, folks. And where the heck are you getting this, Glenn? Go for No. Get the book. Richard Fenton and Andrea Waltz. Go for No. Would somebody do me a favor and track that down on Amazon, drop it in the chat so we can look at it? The failure success model. This is what Richard Fenton and Andrea Waltz are saying. In order to succeed, we must intentionally fail more. We must seek opportunities to be told no. We need to seek out situations where we are going to fail. What? Did I mention this is completely counterintuitive? This is completely like backwards of what we've been told? Yeah. How does this work? I'll tell you how it works. I'll give you an example. Let's take the example of our friend, the Laughing Irishman, Bill McDonald. Hey, Bill, good to see you. Now, Bill's in a sales job. Let's say Bill needs to make 3 sales a week of his super widget in order to meet his sales goals, his sales quota for the week. He needs to make 3 sales per week. Now, Bill comes into the office on Monday and he makes some calls, meets with 3 customers, and the first 3 calls he makes, 3 for 3, closes them all. Yes! You roll, right? Now, what do you think Bill's gonna do? I got 20 quid, says Bill's gonna, yeah, man. Nailed my goal for the week already. Miller time, baby. Somebody bring me a gin and tonic. Yes, sirree. He's at least going to pat himself on the back, isn't he? He's going to high five himself, maybe air chest bump somebody. I'll tell you what else. That 20 quid says he's going to slow down. Well, why? I hit my goal for the week. I'm cool, right? But what if instead of having a quota, instead of having a goal of 3 sales per week, what if Bill chose a slightly different goal based on this? Now, watch this, catch this. In order to make 1 sale, Bill has, on average, makes 5 sales calls. He calls on 5 customers, gives 5 presentations, right? And out of every 5 presentations he gives, 1 is going to close. 1's going to make the deal, right? 1's going to sign the deal. So in order to make those 3 sales per week, Bill needs to make how many calls? 15 sales calls in a week. Everybody with me? Now, suppose that Monday, Bill comes in with his hair on fire. First 3 calls, sale, 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 done. Now what's Bill thinking? He's thinking, okay, let's see. My goal was to get 15, my goal was to make 15 sales calls, or in other words, if 1 out of 5 signs the deal, that means I've been told no 4 times, right? So I need to do that 3 times, 3 separate times. I need to be told no 4 times, get the 1, and then be told no. And so I need 12 no's for the week. Everybody with me? Bill has closed 3 deals first thing Monday morning. What's he thinking? Okay, yeah, that was pretty good. There's a problem though. My goal is 12 no's for the week. I'm actually behind. I need to get to work and make some more calls and meet with some more people and collect some more no's. I haven't made my no goal yet. Now, as hot as Bill is on Monday morning, closing those 3 deals right off the bat, my man's on a hot streak, right? So what do you figure are the chances that out of those next 12 more calls he's going to make, that he might close another couple of deals? Yeah, you think? So what's Bill going to do? He's not going to slow down when he makes his 3 sales on Monday morning. He's going to say, no, man, I'm not even close. I haven't made my goal of 12 no's yet. I got to keep making calls. Give me the phone. Get out of my way. Give me the damn phone. I got to get to work. Come on, I'm falling behind. Sale. Oh, dang, I only got 4 no's this week. Come on, I need 12 no's. Come on, give me the phone. Now, lunch? No, y'all go have lunch. I'll catch up with you on Friday. I got no's to pick up, man. Let's go. I'm working. I got no's. Bill is going to obliterate his goal, his sales goal for the week, for the month, for the quarter, for the year. You know, there's a story in this book, Go for No, about a young lady who took a job selling insurance, commission only, never sold anything in her life before. Put the principles, took that one principle among others that are shared. That is, instead of yes goals, set no goals. With that one principle, she became, as a rookie, the #1 salesperson in the entire company. 1 year, made the company's president's club, won 2 incentive trips. First year, never sold a dang thing in her life. Why? Instead of yes goals, no goals. Is this starting to make a little more sense now? Is everybody with me on this idea? Instead of going for yes, go for no. What? Well, now here's the thing. Why is it that so few people do this on a daily, weekly, monthly basis? Okay, I'll bite. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of failing, fear of being told no, fear of bumping into the obstacle. Well, I'm here to tell you, you can fail. And by the way, I'm using this word very deliberately, failure and fail. You notice I haven't said setback, challenge, glitch. Why? Because I learned this very, very important lesson a long time ago. Remember that old playground ditty when you're running around on the jungle gym and the monkey bars and playing stickball? And I don't know what the saying is in the UK, but over here in the US, the little ditty, the little poem is, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. What are we talking about? Words have only the power that we give them. And by shying away from the word fail, by shying away from no, by shying away from rejection, we give it more power. We give in, we surrender to our fear of the word no. We surrender to our fear of failure. You know what losers are? Give you a perfect definition of losers. Losers are people who are afraid of losing. What? Glen, Henderson, you've lost your mind. Have I? If I spend all my time being afraid, worrying about how I'm going to lose, I better not try it. I might fail. Better not try it, but better not call on that person. They probably tell me no. Remember the young lady? Rookie salesperson, never sold a thing in her life. In 12 months, President's Club, #1 agent in the entire company. As a result, by the way, this book is now required reading for every agent in the company. So, what's all this mean? Well, fail more. Get told no more. Ask more people to take a look at your offer. Ask more people to swing by and check out your website. Ask more people to sit down and have a conversation with you, and get told no a lot. As a matter of fact, if failure And I know that there may be someone on the call. I'm not going to call anybody out. I may ask you to call yourself out. How about that? I will invite you to call yourself out. If failing and being rejected and being told no is something that has brought up feelings of fear, feelings of anxiety for you, then take away the power. You know what you do? Get a piece of paper. Oh, by the way, that paper that with the me and the arrows and the success, the one on top, put a big X through it. It's the one on the bottom, that's the bottom line. Failure is not an obstacle on the path to success. Failure is the path to success. Oh, that's deep. That's some good preaching there, Henderson. Failure is the path to success. Think about the people throughout history who have achieved great things in life. Virtually all of them did it in the face of enormous obstacles, colossal failures. Well, let's run down a list. Steve Jobs got fired from the company that he created. I'd call that failing. Examples that I can refer to from my life and my culture, you can think of some of yours. Abraham Lincoln. Harlan Sanders, Colonel Harlan Sanders, the founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken, who, when he realized that his retirement check wasn't going to be enough to live on, hit on the idea of talking to fast food restaurants and convincing them to sell his fried chicken recipe. He was told no. Went to the next round. The restaurant was told no. Was told no again and again and again. After 1,009 rejections, finally one restaurant decided to take him on. And today, KFC is literally around the world. Mark Victor Hansen and Jack Canfield. Who in the world? Two of the most successful authors who've ever lived. Some people never even heard of them. Maybe you've heard of their Chicken Soup for the Soul book series, which has sold over 1 billion books. And this was after being rejected hundreds of times, running into the brick wall that is the American publishing industry. And yet today, Chicken Soup for the Soul is a household name. Oprah Winfrey, the horrible circumstances of her early life. We could go on and on and on. You can name your own. Yeah, you know who I name? Me. I have failed so many times, it's just insane. And I'm continuing to move forward, and so are you, because every one of us has failed at something. You know what? Good news. That's good news. And what you need to do is realize, again, the success you seek is just on the other side of the next no. The success you seek is on the other side of the next failure. The success you seek is just on the other side of your fear. So look that fear, my suggestion, look that fear of being told no in the face and embrace it. Knowing that failure is the path. Learn to not just to tolerate the no's, not just to accept them and move on. Learn to seek them out. Develop the habit of seeking them out. And how do you do it? By doing it again and again and again, and being told no again and being told no again. Remember our bill at the sales office? I haven't got enough no's yet. Y'all going out for a pint at the pub? I'll see you tomorrow. I got some no's to pick up. I got more work to do. I haven't had enough no's yet. Blow away your goals. Blow away your targets. Achieve every dream. faster and more easily than you can possibly imagine right now. Yeah, it doesn't sound realistic. Tell you what, set a no goal for this week. Set a goal, whatever your offer is, whatever your business, your e-commerce venture, whatever it is you are seeking to achieve. Talk to more people. Ask more people to take a look. Get told no. Get rejected. Fail and fail and fail and fail and fail and succeed beyond your wildest imaginations. So many stories. I highly recommend the book, by the way, Go for No by Richard Fenton and Andrea Waltz. I'm sure it's been put into the chat by now. Thank you very much. And that's the deal for today. The path to success. It ain't what you think. Failure is the path to success. Let me hear from you. This is one this is a topic that really scared the tar out of me for a long time. This whole thing of failing. Well, I'm supposed to what? What? Fail? What? Yes. It's the path. It is the way. Richard, what say you, my man?
Hey, this is a great talk, Glenn. Thanks very much. And the one, besides the word no, the other word that I got that was fairly consistent was goal. And if you don't have a goal, it's pretty hard to know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, you're not going to arrive at the destination or any destination, and certainly not in the time that you mentally think you have. So you absolutely have to have a goal. And too often, most people don't set goals, or maybe they have them mentally set, but if they're not written down, they're just dreams. So I know we've all heard that before. So
yes.
So
yes.
I certainly appreciate that. And I've seen that your example of the sales. I worked for a company that gave the sales force maximum sales basically per year. And some guys did it in 6 months. So they were on commission plus a salary. So they just coasted for 6 months. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. From a company standpoint, I can understand they didn't want to grow too fast, but at some point you have to unleash the sales force if you want to grow. You just can't do everything by acquisition. So anyway, that's my little contribution for this morning.
Thank you. Thank you, Richard. You know, perfect example, what you're talking about. What if that company, what if that sales management team had gotten together and announced to the sales force that we don't have maximum sales goals anymore. What we have are no goals. We give awards. Yes, we give awards for sales, for how many new accounts and how much revenue you brought in. Sure, we give great gifts, great promotions, and great rewards for that. We also give rewards to the person who collected and recorded the most no's during the year. What do you think those salespeople would have done? You know, especially those guys who hit the quota at the 6-month mark? Especially given the fact that the rewards for the most no's were even bigger than the rewards for the most revenue. What? Boy, I'd love to see the sales numbers on that company. Holy smokes. Hey, Janet, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, Glenn. This is great. I love it. My husband just told me, you know, some of us, at least in the US, know the product WD-40.
Ah, yes.
Everything that squeaks, you give it a little squirt and it works, and it works beautifully. The reason for the 40 is because 39 attempts did not work. It was the 40th that now built them that company. Isn't that fabulous?
Amazing. Amazing. Oh, I love
So
that.
I've got like at least 37 more to go.
Yeah. Why do you think they call it the Model T? Because Henry Ford failed to complete the job. He failed to get it done. Models A through S. Love that, Janet. See, Thomas Edison once said, many of life's failures were people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. Ooh. Somebody write that down. Oh, yes. Bill, how's them sales quotas coming along?
They're going to be a damn sight better now, Glen. First off, I'd like to know how you know so much about me and taking the 20 quid and putting my feet up. You're right on song in your parlance. That was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I liken that, and it may seem strange in one sense, I liken that to target practice. You got your figure 11 shooting range target.
Yes.
And a lot of people that I would have worked with, you know, you had to be pretty damn accurate. You had to draw and shoot in 1.5 seconds.
Yeah.
And the rounds maybe weren't exactly where they thought they would be. So they used to turn the target around so it was a blank white sheet of paper and draw a circle. And they would draw a circle about the size of your head maybe. And you would be at the 30 meters at that distance. And they would do the whole practice again. And of course, the rounds looked like they were never anywhere near anything. They weren't going in
yeah.
You know, they weren't getting them in the circle, and the guys were, you know, cursing and swearing. And then when the instructors would have went down the bottom of the range or brought the targets back up the range, spun the target around, wherever the rounds had come through in the white area of the target was all perfectly where it had to be in the real target.
How about that? How about
total opposite of what you would think, just like what you're saying, go for the nose.
Yes.
To me, I think, and I noticed a few people making copious notes, and I was making copious notes there. I can tell you.
Excellent.
I just can't. I can't get over how simple, as like all great things, it's the simplicity of it, and it is that idea of as we grow up in school, we're always taught that if you're a failure, you're a failure, and I've been saying for a long time, our entire education system needs totally changed for the outlook for young kids these days, to give them that, empower them into that proper way of thinking that you ain't a failure just because you fail once. Unfortunately, like our generation, I'm sure, Glen, it was once you failed once, that was you were ticked for life. But I look upon what you have told me today as how I'm progressing my work through my issues. And that is now to own, as I termed it the other day to somebody, it's I now own the land. So I'm not taking failure easily from anybody. It'll be a case of shotgun broken over the arm, and it'll be telling people, get off my land. I'm here. And that's the way I think that you have just summed that up there totally, Glen. That's been fantastic. I really, really enjoyed that. Thank you.
Fabulous. Thank you, Bill. You know, you reminded me of something, and it was, you make a very, very important point that I would like us to remember. I've been using the words failure and fail, as you notice, quite liberally during this conversation. Please understand, we never mean that to refer to you as a person. Whenever we use the word failure and fail, we are always speaking about an event, an incident, not a person, not a career, not a life. Failure as an event. In other words, you know, you've heard it. People say, oh man, I screwed that up. Okay, that sounds an awful lot like a value judgment now, doesn't it? Given the conversation we just had. Oh man, I screwed that up. Hold up. time out. What happened? Well, I went in and talked to the guy and I gave a presentation and he told me no. Man, that could have been a big account. I really screwed. Wait. So you went after a big account. You gave your presentation and he said no. Congratulations. Way to go. Yes. Look, if you're going to fail, you're seeking failure, why not fail going after big goals? Go for it. Fail. You know that Thomas Edison, one other thing that he did when he was in his process of discovering and putting together the means to create the incandescent light bulb, he actually hired teams of inventors to go to work for him and conduct different experiments and everything, knowing that these people were inferior to him in terms of talent. Why did he do that? Because he knew that if you're going to fail, you might as well fail faster. And we're going to get it later on, as we get into this topic other time, we're going to talk about the different failure levels. Yeah. There are ways to fail bigger, to fail faster, to fail exponentially, and to set goals to fail as a team. Team wins. Just think of it. Everybody in a sales team, everybody in a business organization working their butts off, failing every single day, and boom, here come the goals. Out of all proportion to what they could have possibly imagined. Wow. Evelyn and then Mandy. Good morning, Madam Chop Chop. How are you?
Hey, Glenn. How are you? So I'm compelled to talk because every time you talk about sales, of course, that's me. But an important point, this is not only related to sales. And I think that's what you've been trying to tell us. You know, this can be applied romantically, your personal life. It can be applied to the home you're seeking to get, the apartment you're looking for, or the house or the country you want to move to. Anything in your life, literally, you know, if it's losing weight or if it's whatever, you know, it's part of our journey. It literally is. So a lot of people hate the word sales. They run away and stay away and push away anything that they think they have to sell you on something, but it applies to services also. I mean, come on, we all need car insurance, at least here. We need home insurance, at least here. And if there were not people that sell us those services, those are the experts, then what will we do? You know, so if you are providing a service, if you don't talk about it, people will not know. And you are now doing a disservice to those people that need you. Okay, when you have a product, and I am not going to say this to pick on you, Therese, but I adore you, and you are trying to get us all to be healthier. But if you were not to talk to all of us about it, how will we know about it? You know, who are we leaving out that they could learn how, you know, what vitamins to take now that COVID is hitting all around us and to get healthier? You know, how to have a little bit more movement and exercise. I can talk about Mark. You know, Mark has helped us a lot with all the information that he's giving us about tariffs coming out of China or India or whatever. The point is, you guys, we are all probably in waters we've never been before. All of us started with a journey with Amazon that we didn't know anything about it. I've heard some people calling it the beast, you know, feed it, learn it, you know, get through the nose every time that we're moving forward. We have failed at something, but we have learned and we took so much more, right? So don't keep it to yourself, whatever it is that you know, whatever it is, Coral, you sing, right? And don't keep it to yourself. talk about it, share with us. And don't be afraid of saying what is it that you do, whether, you know, it is a direct sales business, or whether it is your Shopify, your Amazon business, your book writing, whatever it is, you guys, you know, don't expect that the first time you say something to somebody, they're going to say yes to you right away. But guess what? Keep on going, because the more no's you get, the faster you're going to get to your yes. That's what Glen has been trying to tell us all along. The more no's you get, the more excited you should be, because you're getting closer. Right, Glen?
Bingo.
That
Bingo.
was, you know, I've been in the business development area of the staffing and recruiting. I've said this before. We've been talking for a long time. And there was an account that I got on my first call. It was a pretty big national bank. Nobody could believe it, you know, and it just happened, you know, the first timer. I was so new at the industry, you know, and I guess it was one of those things that just happened, you know. But there was another huge account that I got out of consistency and persistency. I created a relationship with this account. And to this day, they have followed me to 3 different companies that I have been with, you know. And do you think I went away because they said no to me the first time? No. I stayed with it, and I stayed with it, and I created that relationship. If I would have said no, I wouldn't have them in my life today. I know these people personally now, but you know, don't keep those things away from the people that are needing it. If you are selling vitamins, whatever it is, don't keep it to yourself, share it. Maybe somebody out there in the world is needing that vitamin. By you being fearful of talking about that vitamin, you're keeping somebody from being healthier, from being better. Maybe they are needing an extra $100 a week to make that car payment. So stop thinking about yourself as a salesy or salesperson, and think about you sharing what you have with the world. And if they're telling you no, guess what that means? It's not now, but tomorrow they may be looking for you, because you are going to continue to develop that relationship.
Bingo.
That's what I gotta say.
That's it. That's, you know, you said something, Evelyn. Don't keep it to yourself. Boy, how many people in any type of home business or e-commerce business that fail because they spend most of their time as secret agents, keeping the information from my. Let me ask you. I'm going to read you a quick quote that I thought of. You reminded me. You brought this up for me, Evelyn. Many of us have heard of a sales trainer and a home business trainer by the name of Ray Higdon. Ray Higdon once said, "You ready for this? When you realize that making money is simply a result of making an impact, helping others, and solving market problems, you soon come to the conclusion that it is actually selfish for you not to be mega wealthy."
Amen.
Yeah, let me read that again. When you realize that making money is simply a result of making an impact, helping others, and solving market problems, you soon come to the conclusion that it is actually selfish for you not to be mega wealthy. I'm going to drop that in the Facebook group. So please feel free to copy it, steal it, reshare it all over the place. Yeah, don't keep it to yourself. Mandy, good evening.
Hi, Glen. Hi, everybody. Great topic. I'm not going to be as profound as Evelyn was just now, but it was something that Bill said, and I just wanted to say something, which was Bill mentioned about the schools over in the UK, and that the schools in the UK generally don't teach them what we're being taught here. And I am just so lucky and grateful for the fact that the school my son is going to is teaching them all of this, and that he's right. This is unusual, and he's been there 5 years now, and when we first sent him there, it wasn't even built. it was being built, and I could see what they were saying. I could see the growth mindset, which is what they call it, or parts of it there. And we took a chance, 100 of us took a chance that the school was going to be what they were saying. And it has been everything that they said. They have, I think everybody was thinking they were going to fail, and they didn't. They succeeded. And they're now oversubscribed every year. But I can just see the difference in my son, because, and all the things that a lot of the things we share here with the posters and things, they've got them all around school. And every time they have an assembly, they have what's called eras. So it's enjoy, respect, achieve. And when they have assemblies, they have the people on there that have failed, and they're telling them exactly the same thing. You have to fail to succeed. And so I learned some of this from his school, from going to all of his assemblies, and which was amazing. So, you know, they had I think Michael Jordan might have been one of them. They had Thomas Edison. I think they've got something with JFK, but I'm not sure. There's one that they take the mickey out with the sports person who puts everything up there, but everything is about, don't worry if you fail. And I think that's amazing. And the other thing I'd also said, which is more back to our businesses, the ones that are doing Amazon, I think it was in one of Sophie's books. She said that I think it was 1 out of 3, might have been 1 out of 5 of the products you choose, even when you choose in the way that she has, will fail. But the next one will succeed. So it's the same sort of thing as well. If and she's had failures, but she doesn't dwell on them. She just passes by them. And so if you've got a failure, don't worry, just try the next one, because the next one could be the one that's going to succeed. So in her way, you've got to put 3 products out there to get the one to succeed. And that one that you succeed on could be the one that it could bring you a fortune. So yeah, don't give up. If you fail, just keep going, because even with that business, you've got the same issue.
I love it. Yeah,
thanks, Glen.
I love it. School is teaching success. A school is teaching success. That's huge. That is huge. I love that. Oh, that's one of my favorite quotes, by the way. Have you all picked up by now that I am just full of like bromides and axioms and sayings and quotes from somebody else? I say, you see now how I learned. That Michael Jordan quote. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I have failed over and over and over again in my career. And that is why I succeed.
And that was the quote, Glen. That was the quote. That's the quote they're telling them at school.
That just gives you,
amazing.
That just give you chills. So the greats, the all-time greats, understand that failure is not an obstacle on the path to success. Failure, please catch this, team. Please catch this. Failure is the path. Put that up on your wall. Put it up in your bathroom mirror, so when you're doing your makeup, you got to look around it or something. Failure is the path. So guess what? Learn to love hearing the word no. Learn to love it. Yes is the destination. No is how you get there. Wow, this is great stuff. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm fixing to head out the door with my hair on fire, and I've got a big schedule today, and I know many of us are just loaded up. I don't think there's anyone on the face of planet Earth who is busier than Miss Ivy Barnabas. I just wish I could have as much stuff going on in my life as, I'm telling you what, I admire you, Ivy. I do. Doing what you do and somehow managing to remain just as cool as a cucumber. I'm telling you what, that's an inspiration right there. Listen, we're about to wrap up. That I've seen hands up and down and going, and unless there is, you know what's coming, right? Unless there is a final thought burning a hole in the pocket of someone's mind, we are going to move it right along. Go fail your behind off today. fail and fail and fail and fail again. Take the game-winning shot, miss it. I love this quote so much. I've missed almost 9,000 shots. I've missed over 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed. Carry that around and think about it all day, and then go fail some, would you? Listen, we will see you in the hospitality suite, books for Britain. Come see our man Adrian at 6 Eastern, and again tonight, a very special networking magic. Listen, you all have a great day. Live long and prosper. We'll see you later on. Bye for now.